What's up, Team KBA? One Tech Traveler here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Now we are back with ALPAKA gear, and we've got these three we're checking out today. First one up is the Tech Brief Pro, which is kind of their 3-in-1 backpack briefcase messenger carry hybrid. Then we have the Bravo Tote. And then finally, we've got the Elements Tote in grey. Now this one I did feature in my last video, but I'm using it as a reference point to talk about the Bravo Tote and also some talking points when we look at the Tech Brief Pro. But if you want to get a full detailed rundown on how I found the Elements Tote, then make sure you check that video. Otherwise, we're mainly going to focus on the Tech Brief Pro and the Bravo Tote. You can find more of my ALPAKA articles and reviews on their gear, so check it out at onetechtraveler.com. And if you like what you see in today's video, or you want to explore the rest of ALPAKA gear's range, the link's down below where you can check them out in the comments, the video description. And if you're thinking of buying, then don't forget to use my exclusive Team KBA discount code to help you save on your next ALPAKA gear order. This is the Bravo Tote, the Tech Brief Pro, another returning cameo of the Elements Tote. Let's get started. Both of these in ALPAKA's Axo Flux. It is a recycled 600D polyester. I've had a lot of hands-on time with the Elements Tote, and the Bravo Tote is really just their more rugged version. So there's a lot of overlapping features and how I find the Elements Tote from the Bravo. But also I've used the previous generation of the Elements Tech Brief. It was the 14-inch version, and there's just a single model in the newest one, which is the Tech Brief Pro, and is more lined up to the 16-inch version. Now, the first generation came in an X-Pack, and I'm hoping at some point ALPAKA will release an X-Pack version. But since I've had my first hands-on with Axo Flux as a fabric with their upcoming Vertex pouch I reviewed, I also really dig the material choice and alternative to X-Pack if you don't want to wait for it. It's got a very clean aesthetic, very minimal across all sides of the Tech Brief Pro. This is very weatherproof. You've got YKK AquaGuard zippers, and you've also got the same like Hypalon pull tabs. Axo Flux isn't as rigid or stiff as X-Pack, so if you feel around it, it's not going to be as scratchy as X-Pack. You don't get the X-Ply sort of like fiber characteristic in that material. I mentioned the Tech Brief Pro has 3 different styles. We've got the standard briefcase mode with these 2 top handles. This one's quite nice. It's got some extra padding in addition to the seatbelt webbing, so these sit and feel a little bit more comfortable in the hands than the Bravo Tote. Some inbuilt backpack straps compared to the original Elements Tech Brief. Those were detachable. We can whip out the backpack straps, tether the G-hooks onto them. And while this is no longer detachable, it's a lot more integrated in the design, which means you're most likely going to find yourself using the shoulder straps more often than you would, because you can clip it a lot quicker than if you just had to carry some separate straps. You either decided you were going to bring it or you're going to leave it at home. There was kind of no in between. Here it's nice that you can kind of fold it away if you find yourself wanting to carry it more like a briefcase. But if you decide you want to sling it over your shoulder, then you can just whip them out, easily connect it, and away you go. This is what it looks like in the backpack mode. I've used it a lot. Really nice, very comfortable. I found these G-hooks to be a lot easier now that they've got a bit more grooves in them to easily detach it from the webbing. Also have luggage pass-through. So we just need to unzip this, and with the traditional handles of the luggage, you can slide it here. If you zip it up, it kind of creates a nice little pocket you can just drop stuff quickly into. So I've used my wallet, my phone in here when I just want to grab and go, which also doubles up nicely. So you get kind of 2 features in one. It has more of a briefcase style mode, kind of a full admin pocket, and hopefully you can kind of see that. We've got a full width one, which is enough for an iPad mini. And we've got 2 like dockable pen stylus sections, a still fairly wide pocket here, which also includes this new tether loop. And this one is easy to clip on and clip off. So you can just attach this to your car keys, your house keys, and it has a nice latch. Holds pretty well, and it's not like super easy to take off. So you do have the quick access, but it's still got some nice hold onto it. And you can either have it dangle in front of that pocket or slide it underneath. And that's what it kind of looks like overall. Some room to really pack this out because it kind of allows itself to expand, so it's not super slim. If you really want to pack extra stuff, add extra bulk to the Tech Brief Pro. Generally, where you're going to be dropping most of your smaller essentials, you also have some flush, slim grab handles here. And there's some nice structure, very rigid, and it acts as like the top handle or the side handle, depending which way you are carrying this around. Quite nice, bright internal. No divider section on the previous Elements Tech Brief. That was quite nice to have. Big enough for 16-inch, probably maybe even a 17-inch laptop. Plenty of width and space for you to slide your main laptop. And then we've got a full width as well to store any iPad size, even an iPad Pro, 13-inch, or even a slimline laptop. Like you probably could bring 2 laptops in here as long as they're not necessarily too bulky. And then if I flip it to the other side, 4 zippered pockets, and this can store a variety. You can put in your documents, you can put in some extra books, and the bottom panel is also quite gusseted, so you do have a bit of flex how you want to pack this zippered pocket too. 3 open divider pockets that sit more towards the top of the zipper, so probably you can catch a glimpse of those open divider pockets underneath the zipper. And there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. They're pretty shallow enough to put a variety of camera batteries, memory cards, USB sticks, and then you've still got the full width of the zipper compartment. Very nice, big, wide, accessible pockets. It kind of tapers a little bit with the opening. You can see it's accordion style, and it's got a stiffener or a bottom structured panel, so this can sit on a table nicely, obviously depending on how much gear load you have and where the weight shift is. There is no dedicated water bottle pocket, so you just have to use the main central area. Probably would have been nice if they added a stretchy pouch towards one side, keep a bottle in place. It's not really meant for very big gear loads. You'll find when ALPAKA uses Axoflux fabric, it's always partnered with a 300D cool gray honeycomb ripstop nylon. The back of the laptop sleeve also has plenty of protections, got a nice like fleecy sleeve materials. And of course, besides the briefcase and the backpack mode, you have messenger mode with the included detachable shoulder strap. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on, since this is the same strap you get on both. Moving on, I really like the Elements Tote. So of course, that piqued my interest in the Bravo Tote to see how much more of a tote experience you get for your money. Quite a bit more than the Elements Totes, but of course, exterior wise, build quality wise, you can already see the big difference. Let's actually talk about these handles. The drop in the Elements Tote is a lot shorter. You have better options of the different styles of carry with the Bravo Tote. Extra padding towards the top is not as cushioned as the Tech Brief Pro. Also includes the detachable shoulder straps to sling it messenger mode and gives you more carry options there. Like the Tech Brief Pro, we have this front admin compartment, but it's a bit more curved and the drop of the zipper is a bit lower, which means when you do unzip it, you get better visibility inside. It also mirrors the Tech Brief Pro with the pocket arrangement. So we've got a wide pocket here, 2 pen stylus slots, and then another pocket here. We've got the same tether loop for your keys, and again, very good quality. You can either drop it here. We have 2 additional mesh pockets on the lid, and we can drop smaller items too. You might be able to see the 2 mesh pockets. Also like the Tech Brief Pro, if you start bulking up the admin section, then it will start showing outwards as well. The luggage pass-through is a lot more straightforward. We've got this webbing loop, and you can just slide the luggage handles through here. We've got a zippered section at the top for your catch-alls, and again, this runs quite deep. You've got a lot of space, great to dock your phone also, because you have an external bottle pocket. And I like this one because it's kind of flushed against the side. You've got a slightly stretchy section, so it has a bit more give. So if you've got condensation or an accidental leak of your water bottle, that can just drain through without impacting the rest of your gear, which is pretty neat. It comes more into the bag itself, so it's not one that sticks out. It's actually meant to come into the main compartment, so it's able to stay very flush. It's not a pocket you can put very big bottles in, but if it's a standard type or slim type, then you can absolutely put it inside here. It's more of a tapered design, so you got a wider entry point and then it slims down slightly towards the bottom. Now, unlike the Elements Tote, you have a full zipper opening. This is not YKK AquaGuard, since the idea is the zipper is kind of a bit more flushed from the external panels, so when it's closed you don't actually see the zippers. It's got a very similar internal arrangement, but it's a hybrid of the Elements Tote and the Tech Brief Pro. So where it shares similarities with the Tech Brief Pro is the laptop section, which is towards the back. You've got that webbing strap which holds down both the tablet and the laptop section, and because of its wide opening you can definitely fit in a 16-inch laptop comfortably. Anything smaller or slimmer absolutely fits in here with plenty of space. When we move to the other side, that's when it reminds me of the Elements Tote. You've got 3 wide access pockets, and that's pretty much the same of the Elements. I really enjoy those pockets. They're very wide and allows you to drop all kinds of things, but it's not like very flushed against the back panel. You've still got a little bit of give, so you can dock quite a few stuff. You get on the left side where you don't have the water bottle pockets, so that expands all the way down. But these two are slightly shallower. They're still fairly deep and they don't open up as wide as the Elements Tote. The Axoflux trim on top of the cool gray 300D honeycomb like the Tech Brief Pro. And you can see just how I'm opening the Bravo Tote super wide. I really like the Bravo Tote for its accessibility, being able to really dive in here. It doesn't have a structured bottom panel. So there's 2 things. One, this is slightly wider than the Tech Brief, and I found Bravo Tote can definitely pack more comfortably while it cannot really stay up on its own. This helps with flat packing it down. So you can see how nice and thin this packs down. Detachable shoulder strap. So if I clip that one here, it's going to transform it more into a messenger style bag. Even if you have it twisted, you've got 360-degree pivot, so you can always correct the straps if they're not aligned rather than having to detach them. Like in the Vertex pouch that I reviewed earlier, I like it. You've got the quick access slow magnetic buckle, and while generally I don't use this quick access buckle because I'm more than happy to just like sling it over me or take it off that way, this adds a nice alternative. If you've got a big gear load or it's quite a big hassle to take it off your body, then you can just undo it from here. You do have a nice padded shoulder strap built in. Once you've adjusted the shoulder strap, then you have these loop stays to keep excess threading from moving around. These ones are pretty good and just offer you extra carry options beyond what you generally have. So this is the Bravo Tote. Nice build up on the Elements as an extra carry or a lightweight carry. Levels it up when you want to really pack tech essentials with the right kind of padding, the protection, and all the storage and organization that you'd want for those items. I really like the admin panel and the ability to fold it down. Having a Tote alternative with a full zipper just makes it a lot more reassuring. This just really feels like an actual carry for bigger travels or bigger gear loads. It feels really robust, really nice in the hand, and while I've generally not been a tote person, I actually find myself carrying totes more frequently these days, and that's down to the Elements Tote, but also because of just how I've enjoyed using the Bravo and the professional, stylish look and overall comfort. Here's a quick look at the Elements Tote in a gray. It really set a nice foundation for the more rugged, technical and tactical Bravo Tote. Very minimal design, and it's just a lighter version if you don't need a full tote carry-on, but you like the flexibility of what a tote bag offers. Just to give you that quick reference to the internals, this had 4 length-like dividers, and there's like 3 on this side and then 3 on the back side. What I loved about the Elements Totes are the magnetic closures. It holds very well, but if you're packing it heavier, then the magnets aren't necessarily strong enough to close it together. If you're not carrying too much, then they provide a nice clean profile. What I did like about the Elements Tote, however, are the 2 like vertical bottle pockets. You have one here and one on this side. Very versatile, very adaptable. The Elements Tote is a great durable option. The Bravo Tote if you're really looking to take your tote bag up another level and you want to carry it for all of your tech essentials, the variety of stuff that you can fit inside here and have that sort of clean, minimal look. This also works really well, and I've enjoyed using the Bravo tote a lot when I go to cafes and carrying all my bits. And if you're looking for an aesthetically pleasing, slim gear load option, then the Tech Brief Pro is an excellent alternative. I like the hybrid carry options of the Briefcase, the built-in backpack straps that you can hide away. So thanks a lot for joining me, Team KBA. If you found this video useful or you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Any questions, let me know down below. You'll find the links to everything featured in today's video down below in the comments in the video description. And like always, check out onetechtraveler.com to read my travel stories and gear reviews. See you in the next video, but until then, keep being awesome. Peace.